Do you like my pit vipers?
Those are so sleek, dude. I don't know if you're gonna go snowboarding or if you're gonna try to play some volleyball on the beach and kick my sandcastle and steal my girl.
Hello, and thank you very much for downloading this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can download many more episodes at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com.
I have to admit, I'm that guy all week to prepare for the movie review tonight. I'm like, is it Hear No Evil? Is it Speak No Evil? I don't know what movie we're watching. Eric, how the hell are you doing?
See no evil.
Ah, good play. Proud of you on
Doing
that one.
Speak No Evil by James Watkins.
It's called See
He
No Evil?
is Speak No Evil, and he is a writer director on this one.
Mhm.
He it's a trio of writers, and yeah,
This is based
directed.
off a book.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it most certainly always is.
No, no, it's based off a book or a movie.
It's based off a
Oh, no,
movie,
a
a
movie.
2002 Danish Dutch film of the same name.
We should check it
Yes.
out to see if it's better.
I don't think it will be. I would imagine it's kind of the same thing. It kind of in that part where I don't know why film industry feels the need to do like these reimaginings of a foreign film. You've seen it with like what's it, Girl in the Dragon Tattoo, or what's that vampire one with the kids? Oh man. Oh
Uh,
man.
Daywalkers?
Nope, nope. Oh, hold on. Give me a moment. I'll get it.
Vampire movie with the kids.
Yeah, it's a vampire movie with the kids. Um, just hold on. I'm gonna look it up here,
You're really going for it.
buddy. It's gonna hit me. Oh my god. It's on the tip of my tongue. It is a Swedish film or something like that.
Let the
And
right one in?
yes,
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, I did something right.
good job, bud.
I get one a year. No, yeah, no, let the right one in. But
Versus its American counterpart, Let Me In.
yeah, but Let Me In it was good because there are a few times where like the Japanese made Ringu and the ring was good, right? The Grudge or Ju-on, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
another thing.
but they
Those
also
were
do
good.
it. But sometimes it doesn't work, like Old Boy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I,
Yes.
I
Okay.
again,
So
you're
the
rolling the
genre of the
dice. I
genres. Yeah.
feel
The
like, and
yeah.
listen, I enjoyed Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I love both versions of it, like the David
Hmm.
Fincher version, and I liked the old one, or the actual Swedish one, which they actually finished the trilogy.
Which
Uh,
America did not.
in that one, America did not, so I was able to at least finish that, which I thought was great. But either way,
Mhm.
we have this, and I have really, because of how, I'll say it early, as much as I didn't like this movie, I have no interest to watch the original.
I don't know. I will try to check the original, but no, I probably won't desperately seek it out. We're in this spot right now where we're having a bad luck with movies, and you and I have seen this movie before. I mean, I just if this movie
Yeah.
came out in the 50s, this movie would be a box office hit.
As this movie was going, and it felt like a lot of build. Like the first hour of this movie was just a lot of build. I kept on scratching off the box, the checklist of the boxes. $1.50 is the runtime of this movie, and I really feel like it hits a lot of it. Right, family that's in a distressed situation, a wife who seems to have more of an awareness about what the actual heck is going on, and just basically, I'll say it, just a I don't know, a bitch husband, man, who is just either dumb or just kind of like, oh, come on, honey. Just like, dude, how many red flags does there have to be for you to actually step up and say something? This guy is just a cowardly person the entire movie. It pissed me off. It really did, to the point where just like, do something, dude. And then I was having a sigh of relief. I'm just like, oh, finally, dude, this wife is actually able to do something. She's got bigger nuts than he does.
Yeah, which is a good thing though, right? Because it kind of does that gender reversal role, right? Typically,
Sure.
right? Right? And I think the husband is a bitch boy because, well, I mean, it's confirmed that she cheated on him, right? Because he's such a,
Not physically, emotionally. We find that, yeah, their marriage is kind of on the rocks because she had pics on her phone
Hmm.
of I guess dudes sending their junk to her, and it seemed like the back and forth was. I never got it that like he was unable to please her, or
No, no,
or rather that, or not even that she has some sort of insatiable kind of appetite for it, but more that it was just kind of I don't know disinterest for each other.
no. I think that she married Mr. Rogers. I'm saying this literally. I'm dead serious. I think she married Mr. Rogers, and which is great. It's very safe to have a golden retriever husband, but sometimes Mama wants a pit bull.
Hey, you know what? You just said it right there, Jordan.
You know what I mean? And if you can't turn yourself into a pit bull, you know,
Yeah, which he does not the entire
you're
movie.
not you're not going out for a walk.
Yeah. Did you
So
find
that's how I
yourself
take it.
like me yelling at the movie after a while?
No, I find myself to be arms foldy, if that's a word, and going box check, box check, box check. You know what I mean?
There's been so many times again where the situation where a red flag comes up and
Hmm.
the wife is the voice of reason saying, "Hey, we shouldn't do this. Hey, we shouldn't do that. We should leave. We should not." Putting him in the situations and she's like, I don't want to do this, I'm uncomfortable, and the husband's just like, oh come on honey, don't worry about it kind of thing, and really pushing it. And that seems so cliche in these types of movies, and it happened so often in this one that it kind of checked me out a little bit. I, I,
I can say that.
I still wanted to see what the twist was, or what the actual catch was. The movie's called Speak No Evil, and the only thing that I have to go on is that this kid, the James McAvoy's
Ant.
Patty, yeah, and his wife Louise, right? Or no,
Hmm.
Kiara. Uh,
Sure.
their kid Ant doesn't speak because I don't know, they give him some
Can't
sort of
speak evil.
yeah. So it's like, all right, well, I wonder what this secret is. You got me. I'm this far in. You know,
I feel okay, so I'm not saying homosexual territory, but I feel that this husband was in need of a bro. You know what I mean? Like
it's yeah,
because I just flat out this kind of goes with us breaking down the movie, right? You know, husband and wife and daughter are in Europe. They're at a pool at this resort. You know, he's just in there looking bored. She's tanning. Daughter's bored, right? And all of a sudden, this guy with a party guy shirt on, right? A little bit of a gut,
yeah,
just walks over and goes, "Hey, bud, yeah, anybody sitting here?" No, and makes a scene, right?
yeah.
And looks fun. And as soon as he looks fun, the camera cuts to boring Mr. Rogers, and he says to his wife, "Do you want a beer?" No, no. Do you want a beer? Such a boring conversation. And then it cuts to James McAvoy jumping in the pool. I break the scene down, Eric, just simply because I feel like the movie's telling us right off the bat that this guy's boring and he needs a bro to spark that interest to get the juices flowing.
No, you're very right. They're painting the picture just like you said very well that this couple, or the one that we're focusing on, we'll call them couple A,
Mm.
with Ben and Louise, uh, are boring. They're I don't know if they're just trying to find a way to out of their rut that they're in. But yeah, you're right. Low self esteem, just trying to maybe rekindle something that they once had. But you're right. And then seeing couple B, Patty and Kiara, they're having fun being the couple that I think they want to be, or that he would rather be.
Or the man
This,
he wants to be.
yeah, exactly. You're very right. And I think there's this longing where he's just like, oh man, I'm never gonna be like this guy. And you see it more as they go into town and they're in Italy, and they're just kind of plainly going around seeing the sights, and they're on a Vespa. They're running around having a good time, and it's you're right. It's
Which
two different sides of the same coin, kind of a thing.
I will give the movie credit on this. I will give it credit where I felt like this was the friend that he needed. I felt like this is very real, right? Like if you and your spouse is out and you just go on this annoying tour with Danish food critics, whatever they were saying, right? Like all the blue hairs,
Yep.
right? And you're bored, and then there's another couple that looks like or close to your age. And then that one guy does the gun in the mouth symbol, like this is boring, get me out of here.
Yeah.
That's your person, right? That's what that would happen in real life, where you just naturally were flock. You know what I mean? So I will give it that. But the movie though, where it flounders, is that when James McAvoy takes the daughter on the Vesta or whatever, I was like, this guy looks evil already. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like in The Shining, where people are shocked that Jack Nicholson goes crazy. He's crazy in the beginning.
Sure, he's
right?
a bit of a
James-
loose cannon.
James McAvoy kind of has that, or am I reaching? Like it just seems little the way it's filmed.
Yes and no. I think there's like this preconceived notion because of what the movie is that we can look through that lens thinking like, oh, wait a minute, that behavior's a bit off. That's it's not normal behavior. But listen, if this movie was something else painted as like some sort of rom-com or some sort of not a suspenseful thriller movie, and these actions in Italy would probably be interpreted as something fun, as like, oh, he's the guy that's gonna break him out of the shell, kind of a thing. He's
Right.
He's the fun older brother type that takes the guy who's always saying no, I don't want to, and really taking him to the next spot where he wants to be. I'm trying to think of that one movie that was on Hulu with
Why him?
Vacation Friends with John Cena.
Vacation Friends. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the name of a movie?
Yeah,
It's called Vacation Friends?
Yeah.
That sounds like a movie he would do.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's again like two couples and they're kind of like this. They're on a vacation and there's the couple A who are just kind of reserved and kind of like, oh no, we shouldn't do that. That's a risky thing. And then there's the other couple, John Cena and whoever he's with, and they're just like, oh no, you gotta throw that stuff away, throw that care out the window, take a risk. Jump in, no suit, kind of a thing.
Speaking of taking risk, I don't want to tire it out,
Like
but
couples retreat, kind of a thing.
no reason to dive deep. But why are they in? So of course, one eye's on the screen, one eye's not. They're in London because they're from Chicago, but they both lost their jobs, and now they're just traveling Europe, trying to just refine themselves. What's the backstory here?
It seemed like the backstory is that Ben is having a hard time through his unemployment and through Louise kind of seeking excitement elsewhere, right? She seems to be doing fine. She said that she has like a radio show or does something for NPR. And I think an effort to try to reinvent themselves, he was moving to London to, I don't know, find employment, or he thought he had some sort of endeavor happened in London that just never really panned out.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because the scene after the couple's retreat thing, he says, I just talked to the headhunter and I didn't get the job.
Yeah, so I think they were just kind of
okay.
putting, they were taking the shot, taking the leap, and
Gotcha.
it didn't really go the way they wanted it to.
So, they have a great couple's retreat. They become couple A, becomes friends with couple B. Couple B has a kid that doesn't really speak. He was born with this condition to where he has half his tongue.
Yeah.
And okay, Jay, we're not going to ask questions. Why does he have half his tongue and everything else looks great on him? Okay.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he know sign language? Shh. Don't ask.
That
was my question.
This slow thing where it was like, yeah, no kidding, right? Where they never really tell the truth. It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, he doesn't speak too much. Oh, actually, he doesn't speak at all because he has a condition with a smaller tongue. And they're kind of peeling this as it goes over and over again. And, only giving enough information they need to give per the situation that they're in. I'm talking about James McAvoy, about Patty and Kiara here.
Right. And this is where he reveals too in the trailers that, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
And all that stuff, right? So now they're back at their flat. Couple A is back at their flat in London, and they get a postcard from Couple B, Patty and Company, and it's like, hey, come to our farm. Let's come and hang out for the weekend, huh? Let's chill it out. Now, Eric, you and I have gone to each other's houses a few times in the past. We never arrive in the middle of the night, but this couple does. They're driving God knows how many hours in a Tesla, right?
Yep.
And then they're arguing, saying, "Oh, I don't know where we're." It's in the middle. It's dark. Like, why'd you get up earlier? It doesn't matter. And it's like, "Oh, turn here at this monument," and here we are. We're at this farm compound. That annoyed me. And the farm compound is nice, but creepy. Something's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Right?
movie, like others, falls victim to this loophole where technology is only used or not used whenever it helps the story. And I just sometimes it's really unforgivable. It really is. And there's a few parts in this movie where it happens. Like the part when they're freaking out towards the end where they have to call the landline, call emergency, but then they use their phones as lights, kind of a thing. Just like, well, then you're telling me you don't have reception on your phone, but you have GPS. It's like in your car, in your Tesla, and I'll go off on a rant on that a little bit later on. But yeah, like if you're planning a trip, first thing you do is you look it up on a map and you see, oh, all right, it estimates this is going to be a 3-hour car ride. All right, well, you want to leave at 8 o'clock at night then?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. Like it was like,
It's like,
they're driving and it's turning like dusk as they're driving.
yeah,
But then again,
we
it's
leave early in
London,
the
right?
day.
So it's all,
Sure. Well, we got lost in our Tesla. Like you're making up an excuse. I get that. It's sure movie we're watching. Go ahead.
Mm. Daughter didn't want to go. Wife didn't want to go. This at this point in the movie is still a down and out dad who's looking for a bro to give him that bro hug so he can move on.
Yeah, and
That's what he's looking for.
I get again these little excuses that they try to cover it up with. Like the dad basically is just doing "come on" the entire movie as his reason for doing anything,
Right.
and how they justify it is that his wife Louise feels bad for betraying his trust, right? And she goes off on a rant later saying that I've removed my life for you. Like I moved here for you. I put my job in jeopardy for you. I did all this for you. Did all this stuff for you so that we could try to do this, but it's not doing anything. And she's the hero in this movie, man. Like in more ways than in one. She is my
Oh, I
champion.
get it.
I was praying for this guy to die, man. I really was
I
hoping that
was.
Ben was like, oh man, please put him out of his misery and somebody just shoot this guy. The wife should have just shot him and be like, whoops, well, yeah, they shot him.
Hey, hey, he was a part of the team, right? No, but no, they were here for themselves because by credits rolling, they're now a stronger family with an extra member.
You know, I'm not even kidding you. I thought about that like the next day after watching this. I'm just like, I don't think this movie is going to be one of those happy endings where it's like, oh man, well, we went through that trauma, but we're going to be better now. And now we have an extra kid. It's like, no, I think what's have to happen. I really am playing this in my head. I'm just like, right, well, they have to call the authorities. They're probably going to have to go back there to the scene of the crime and like show the trophy room where the families, kept all
Mm-hmm.
the belongings for the other ones. They have the investigators, detectives come out there and compile the case and everything like that. Aunt's probably not going to stay with them. Probably going to go into some sort of protective care somewhere, right, or like a foster. I don't know what they have in England for that type of thing. This whole thing is probably going to be very stress inducing for their daughter Agnes, and she's just going to be like over it. The same part, Ben and Louise are probably going to be able to oh, what do we do? Oh, we got to drive here. We got to do that. We have no money because they stole all of our money. Oh, my foot's broken. Good thing we have national health care over there in England. But the same part, like, they're probably. I see this movie ending with them splitting. and who cares about what happens to Ben? But Louise goes back to the States, gets more dick pics on her phone, and lives a happy life.
I disagree with you. I truly do. No skit, no character, if you will. Like I really think this movie ends with them being that stupid and going, Well, there's going to be no authorities because they're always out here and nobody cares and nobody notices. Who are these people, right? We killed everything. And this kid's parents are dead too. So you want to come with us, little boy, who was just randomly screaming and crushed a man's skull in with a brick earlier? Come be a part of our family. Totally fine. Nothing's going to happen tonight.
No therapy needed for anyone.
No. So, I mean, we might as well because we're tiptoeing around it, right? Because I want to kind of pick apart. We find out at the end of the movie that, shocker, Patty and his wife are murderers. They're serial killers. And what they do is they go to couples retreats, lure couples, become friends with them, and they steal their money, kill the parents, cut off the child's tongue so that they can use the child as leverage to getting other kids so they can continue their crimes. So I'm curious because we see in the middle of the film, we see this locker room full of stuff like this barn, right? Full of stuff. So is it said that they're going to kill this kid once they kill couple A?
Yeah, I'm not too certain about that. I thought that's kind of what it was, where they keep the kids to like maybe a certain age, or maybe who knows, right? Maybe the kids get old enough and they realize what's going on, or maybe they try to escape. I don't know. It feels like there's this part, this delusion of Patty and Kiara, where they still do want to pretend like they are a family and they want, the perfect son or the perfect daughter who kind of plays along with it. But once they get out of place, then they discard them just as quickly as they do with the families. It's not really laid out clearly
What
or
happens?
even sloppily. It's just kind of thrown.
That's the way it's laid
into
out
the
to me, though, right?
movie.
Because they have quite a few items, right? They have quite like something. They've been doing this for a couple of years.
You're right. Hold on. I'm looking at the wiki, and they say that, yeah, they lure families to the farmhouse, rob them, kill them before cutting out the children's tongue and using them to assist in luring their next victims.
So it's a heavily to me that's heavily implied that once the victims are switched and they cut off Agnes's tongue, that they kill Anne.
Yeah. Now, this is the weird part of too, because we also get that later on when all the truth bombs are kind of coming out, that Kiara was Agnes's age when this happened to her, when Patty took her, or at least that's what she says. And then
His wife?
yeah, and then there's a part where after Kiara dies, after jumping or getting hit out of the window and falling to her death, and Patty has Agnes at gunpoint, and he's like, "Well, I'll take care of her. She's gonna be my new wife now. She'll take care of me," and she basically is going to become the new replacement
That's a
to
little
Kiara. Yeah,
okay. Wait a minute.
Agnes is the little girl, the daughter of Ben and Louise of the
Right.
couple A.
So wait a minute. So are you implying that the movie's implying that his wife is not probably his wife, right? Like she's just an accomplice. Like she's not as crazy as he is. Then is that what the movie's saying? Because she seems crazy.
Oh, she is, but I think it's more of like a maybe a survival kind of a thing where she's just playing along because she's afraid of Patty. Because again,
Hmm.
she probably was taken in at a young age, and there's like that threat looming where, all right, I better have this guy be caring to me rather than seeing his ugly side. So I'll be nice to him, so I get the nice Patty, rather than being mean to him, so I don't want to get the mean Patty.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
but again, that's just kind of the murkiness of the story in this film, where I don't think it's really clearly said or laid out. I think a lot of throwaway lines are said here, and a lot of instances are left there, to where I'm assuming that
Yeah.
maybe that this is kind of what it is, but the result is the same.
Right. The result's the same. You and I knew when we started to see the movie where the movie was going. I think the part where the movie wants the audience to know what's going on is when they go to that private dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get all dolled up. What about the kids? Oh no, some random person's going to watch the kids. No big deal. We're going to go to this nice place. He drives like a maniac, right? The camera's on couple A saying why they're driving crazy.
Yep.
Go to this house in the woods, in the mountains, or whatever.
On
It's a
the on
private
the,
private dinner.
yeah, on the waterfront.
Yeah, we're the only ones that are dining. And I think the movie, because it's very sloppily, wants us to realize that these people are crazy, is because she performs oral sex with him to him underneath the dinner table, right? That's supposed to be his wife, is that right? That's supposed to be the big reveal that they're crazy.
Yeah, that they're a bit kooky, sure.
That sounds a good time to me. I mean,
Hey, at first I thought there was gonna be a little invitation, be like, "Hey, everybody, you two wanna spice it up a little bit? I hear your relationship's on the rocks. I know a good way to add some fun in your life, and that's to add maybe one, two more into the bed."
e- everybody listen up. Put your keys in a fishbowl.
Yeah,
If you get that joke, you're awesome.
I thought
So
what
yeah,
was gonna
that's
happen at first.
yeah, me too. I thought they were going to get to that. I thought they were going to be swinging.
I'm glad they didn't because I was already eye rolling in this movie well before that scene happened.
Well, that would have pissed you off. I mean, like, it would have been more of a, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, been there, done that, right?
Listen, I think the only purpose for that would be if they were going to go with the way where Patty and Kiara really were focusing in on Ben and not necessarily recruiting him, but like getting him to be completely vulnerable and be like, all right, I'm your best bud, man, and make it seem like Ben, who already has a grudge against his wife, is really getting more and more of a grudge against her, getting you know what I mean, where he's
Yeah, they're picking out the weak,
yeah,
but she's weak.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
where the resentment is building even more for his wife, and he explodes at her. It's just like, you're never any fun, you're not the in kind of he not necessarily him turning, but maybe like just becoming, I don't know, less aware or like less inclined to want to help or hear her plea for anything. So
It's
I
all about
thought
him.
that, yeah, but again, that doesn't happen. Ben just plays this neutral, dumb, kind of wimpy guy the entire movie who doesn't have a spine, never says
No.
no, and it's just like, say something, man. In that dinner part, like, if where you're getting dressed up thinking that my daughter is coming with us, and then they say, "Oh, no, no, she'll stay here with Aunt, and we got this stranger coming over here," and instead of saying, "Oh, well, no, we have to cancel. Sorry about everything. We're not doing this," they're just like, "Oh, well, we've had a babysitter before. Come on, honey,
Yeah, it was
come
terrible.
on," kind of a
Bad
thing.
bad parenting.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes, yes. Let's. I have seen American Werewolf in London. I know what happens.
yeah, yeah.
You mean
Plenty good.
meaning don't leave the Americans alone.
I
Right? You
Yeah,
don't do that.
but already this is a bad because I would think normal couples wouldn't agree to do this long weekend in a remote farm. I'd think, all right, well, maybe we can go
Was
to like dinner first and have like a little double date and get to know you a little bit more rather than just being like, oh yeah, we mentioned that one time. Yeah, we'll come over for a week.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, couples that know each other for a long time, i.e., me and you, different story. You know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah,
A lot of beers and party guy shirts. You
exactly.
you know what you're getting. With this, you don't know. Yeah, I was taken away. Look, the daughter's the smartest one, right? Because at this point, Aunt is like, you're going, because tongue pointing at pictures, showing that these are not his parents. Oh my God, the twist, right? And like nobody's paying attention to her, the little girl. So she fakes menstruation to get attention.
This is later on because they try to leave. Remember,
Oh, they do, because they
like
leave early in the morning. She forgets her stuffed bunny.
Aunt's giving her all these signs, like, hey,
Hmm.
something's wrong. Remember when
Hmm.
they were being babysat by the dude? He shows the watches, and that was already a big. It's like, oh, okay, those are the trophies.
Hmm.
As I was thinking to myself, like, those are the
Well, no,
keepsakes that he
no,
keeps.
he's a doctor. Doctors
Uh,
have watches.
I
Work.
get that for sure, but when he turned over the watch and the engraving was,
Hey, you don't know, but he's a doctor. Who cares?
come on.
Come on,
Come
it's
on.
fine.
You're thinking about
But
it all. Come on, babe. You're thinking about this too much. Stop thinking with
his
your
name's
womanly
Patty.
brain. Why you gotta stop? Stop thinking. Remember that time you cheated on me? Come on.
Come on. His name's Patty, but it says Jacob on the back of the watch. No, it's the brand.
Dr. Patty.
Dr. Patty. Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, so they escape. They get away.
They do
So right?
originally because they were after that dinner, I think, going to check on their kids sleeping, and
Hmm.
something happened in the night, right? And Louise went to go check, and she saw that both the kids Agnes was out of her bed, and she was in bed with Kiara and Patty instead, and she flipped out. She's got Agnes, and then she goes to Ben and said, "We got to leave here now. This is what happened." Which, yeah, applause. Good for you. Good for you,
Yes,
girl.
get out.
Get that. Get everything. Just leave it all behind and just leave, type of thing.
They did a good thing.
Yeah, and they were almost out the door, but then that dang rabbit.
That dang, which, can I be a little personal for a second?
Sure.
So we find out Riley.
I would say, what's
So,
gonna stop you? Has it ever stopped you before?
well, I'm just saying, like, this moment kind of made, because I was pissed. Not to stall, but I was pissed, right? Because they're out, they're in the car, they're gone, they're in the Tesla, they've made it, right?
Yep.
And then the 12-year-old girl is having a panic attack because her stuffed bunny is gone, right? And it just, for personal stories that we, before Riley was born, we found out we were having a girl. You know the story, but for the audience. And I go to Babies R Us and I buy this white stuffed bunny. Babies R Us is not around anymore. And I named it Hoppers, which this thing's pretty much named as Hoppers. His name is Hoppy, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
And every day since Riley's been born, she has slept with Hoppers. Like, so it's like I am watching this, and Riley's 8. So I'm watching this movie, and she's like, "Oh my God, Hoppy!" Part of me saying, "Screw Hoppy, let's go," you know. But then but the dad brain in me is like, oh, "That bunny means something," you know what I mean? So I find it believable, but also annoying. I guess that's my sum up, right? Like I
It's a
find it
reach.
believable. I mean, you would do that too if your baby girl had a stuffed animal her whole life.
Yeah. At the same part, too, this is like 2 or 3 different examples where Aunt has tried to warn Agnes before they were leaving, and I feel like those are pretty big flags. Like one trying to write down, it's clear that he's hiding something or trying to tell Agnes something, and she's picking up on something like that. It's something's not right or something's a little bit wrong, but she's just unclear about what it is. I get that, and she doesn't say anything to her parents yet,
Hmm.
and it, it just doesn't seem. It seems like that domino should have fallen a little bit sooner.
I think if it was done right, yes. If it was done right, then you would believe it and we would be happy. But this is where, the mom freaks out. They go back, and then there's good old, what, Bob, deadbeat dad, dad A,
Ben.
is Ben is arguing with James McAvoy, and he's just, and he dude, this whole episode you've been dogging him, and this is the scene where it shows his true colors, where he doesn't defend his wife or daughter and say, "Dude, my daughter was in your bed. That's weird. Screw you, bud. We're here for the bunny. Deuces." James McAvoy charms him, and he's just like, "Well, come on, honey. She, the wife said, that she had a child and she was scared. I mean, come on now.
Once
Let's,
upon a time, we had a girl too. We wanted a girl, kind of a thing.
yeah,
And
it's
it's like,
fine."
cool, I get you, man. But you know what? Welcome's done. Because honestly, anytime after that, it's just going to be awkward.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right? And the next thing they like try to play it off, right, by having lunch or something, and they're rocking out to Cotton Eye Joe,
Yeah.
right? The music choices in this are not clever, and this is where I'm going to get a little insulting. Jordan does that a lot.
Uh huh.
Where I think it's really cool in the right movie and the right time to play music that does not fit, right? Like it's fun to be taken out of it when it's done correctly. This movie has his 80s and 90s hits for no reason. And then we have to see James McAvoy lose his shit to his adopted son who can't dance the jig to Cotton Eye Joe. I can't believe I said that in a sentence. Like, this movie's crazy. This movie's absolutely nuts. And the excuse is, oh, Daddy's had too much to drink. He has to take his nap now. Like, oh my God. And this is when the girl, couples A girl, decides to fake her first period. Great job on the girl, by the way. Right? This is embarrassing. This is a moment, right?
Oh,
We
yeah.
need to go. We need to go. You
Yeah.
know, she doesn't feel good. Perfect excuse.
This is after she took the aunt showed her the trophy room,
Right.
and she took the pictures of the photographs of the previous families who were victims.
Mm.
And yeah, again, like yeah, props to her and props to the mom, obviously,
Mhm.
who's again smart lady.
Mhm.
Proud of her because yeah, she's wearing the pants in this family.
Yes, she is.
Where
That's okay. It's
Agnes
okay.
is telling. Uh, yeah, exactly. Well, it's not to say that it's wrong or right. I'm just like I just wanted, I don't know, like for it to kick in for Ben to just be like, oh, we're like I guess there's the fight or freeze, and it feels like he just froze. And it's like you have every opportunity to actually like do something for your family, and you
Mhm.
just don't, man. Like you make an
Yeah.
attempt, I get that, but maybe that's just a character. But man, he is lucky that he has Louise, who actually knows how to shoot a
Knows how to
gun.
do it.
Jesus.
They
Anyway,
get in. Yeah, man. They're in the Tesla, right? Everything. They're ready to go again.
props to Louise, where after Agnes shows her the pictures and fills her in on what's going on, where she stays calm and she's like, okay, I want you to do this, and then has a little freak out moment to herself, but she realizes that okay, we gotta still play the part. We still gotta show face and not freak out, and we gotta kind of play like we're just got something else type of thing. And so we'll play that you started, your cycle here, and that we're just like okay, we gotta go home.
Yeah.
And they should have done that a lot sooner, man. Like they have all these opportunities, and again, Ben's just like, oh, I can't drive now. I've been drinking, kind of a thing. Oh, I got to get some coffee.
Yeah.
To sober up.
I hate this guy so much, which could be a good thing, though, right? Because maybe this was the character he was supposed to play, right? He may be doing a good job,
Yeah,
right?
you're right, and I do like that. You're right that our hero is Louise, and she really just took control on
Oh, yeah.
all parts of this movie. I think that was great, and that's the director's intent to do that. Then he did a fantastic job of doing that. But again, there came a part where Ben's decisions. I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
Well, okay, so here's the decision then, right? What would you do, right? You're in the car, finally, the menstruation plan worked, right? You're driving, you're this little uh, girl boy, if you will. I'm sorry for the pun, right? And all of a sudden, you see the dude throw his skin in the pond. Now, you do the one
sorry,
thing you
kid.
haven't, right? That's what your character is, right? You would be driving. Nobody's the wiser. Nobody's looking in the rearview mirror. You are. You see him throw him in the rearview mirror. If you just went, drive off,
Yeah, well, it sucks for him. I didn't kill him.
that was his character. But he flipped his characters. This is supposed to be his moment, right? Where he's not supposed to be a wimp anymore. And he jumps out of the car to save the kid. That's the moment,
Sure,
right?
sure.
That's what it's pointing to.
Sure,
We would have driven off. We would have driven
I
off.
get you. There's a few other. Okay, so that's one opportunity. Another one was when they get captured, because
Mhm.
after this moment here, the gloves are off,
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
mask.
This is where it
You
gets
know what I
fun.
mean? True colors are revealed, and we know that now. Patty's not playing nice guy anymore. He's like, okay, you obviously know what's going on here, so we don't need to play pretend anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets them tied up into his workshop shed or whatever the have there, and he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna drug you guys, and then I'm gonna kill you, and then obviously he's gonna do his thing. After he takes their money, has them
Mm-hmm.
wire the money to whatever their accounts that they need to, and then he's like, all right, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna call these people and say you're moving back, and basically builds up his next steps. luckily, before all this, Louise grabbed a box cutter in the bathroom in the few scenes before that. Good on you, girl. Yeah, smart, smart. And in her kind of adrenaline actions there, as Patty is getting the ketamine ready to sedate them, she takes a box cutter out and slices him up, right? And they have a little struggle there. So basically, from there they escape. Louise,
What does
Ben,
ketamine
and
do?
it just kind of makes you like
It's like a muscle
you'll be
relaxal.
awake. Yeah, it's basically like a muscle
Okay.
relaxer.
I'm sorry to
Um,
interrupt. Go ahead.
no, it's sedative. That's what I was trying to look for. And they're out. They're in the car. They're in the Tesla, and they're ready to go because they locked them in. And as they're
Yeah.
running out or driving out, their friend Patty, the cook guy, comes
Mm-hmm.
in, and he comes in with his car, and he has a gun that is going to shoot him. Uh, Me personally, I think what would have done on this one is I would have floored it. I
Well,
would have
hold on. Now.
floored
You're
it.
in a Tesla.
Yeah, those things are bulletproof, right? As advertised by Elon Musk himself.
I'm just saying. You're not in a Cybertruck.
No, but I probably would pick an angle and floor it. I wouldn't aim at the car head on. He's parked and he's up right here. I'd be aiming for the door.
Yeah. Did you also notice, which was kind of stupid on this movie's part, where the cook got out of the Jeep or whatever, and he instantly had his rifle pointed at him and shot him? How would he have known? Did Patty call him and say, "All right, bud, they're going to escape"? I mean, he didn't come on and go, "Oh, child, what's wrong with you? I'm here to help you, child. I'm just here for my deliveries. What's going on? Oh, shoot." Like, I mean, I'm going to shoot you. Like, he didn't do that.
No,
Like, he
you're
just came
right.
out.
Especially because they say later on that he says that he doesn't want to be a part of any of this, and it seems like his only job was basically just the dude to make money by selling off the assets like the car and whatever
Mhm.
else that they can to get rid of it. So for him to come over with a gun already
Mhm.
is just Dalton, I think is his name, right? And
Shoot first, ask questions later, kind of thing.
yeah, hold on, is his
Yeah,
name Dalton? Whatever.
sure. His name's Dalton. Why not?
Oh no, that's the last name of the people. Mike. Thank you.
Okay, the cook's name's Mike.
Yeah.
Well, I
And
mean, yeah, you're right. His gun's blazing. He was not. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, for him to come out and just be like, yeah, I feel like it's kind of a weird thing. For someone who doesn't want to be an accomplice to any of this, he certainly is ride or die with camo gear on.
He's 100% right. Then we get the cat and mouse game in the house, closing all the shutters and stuff. We get the little bit of a showdown in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right? Patty gets what, like, bug sprayed or Clorox bleached or whatever happens, whatever chemical she puts on his wounds, right?
Yeah.
And then they go into the top of the second floor, whatever. Would that fall have killed you with the wife, Patty's wife?
It depends on how where you
If she landed
landed.
face, I guess so, right? It was only 2 stories up.
I would think that yeah, for something like that, instantly, I think the probability of you falling off of that and killing you instantly, like snapping your neck, is low. Is it probable? Yeah, sure, it's there, but I would think it's more likely that if you were to fall from that height, you're probably just gonna break a whole lot of bones.
Right,
Um,
because
but whoever, she
earlier
landed on her neck, onto hard ground.
she landed on her front. I mean, like, Mr. Rogers here jumped off of that gutter section and he landed on his shins and he went, my shin splits. And then he moved on.
I mean, he obviously broke his foot or ankle or something.
If he broke, he wouldn't be able to run. He wasn't limping the rest of the movie.
He certainly was.
All right, wasn't paying attention then.
He certainly was, and he had a shotgun like he was gonna do something at the end too. Picked up her shotgun. It's like, buddy, you ain't gonna do nothing
He ain't
with
gonna
that
do
shotgun.
nothing, right?
Give that to Louise, somebody who actually knows how to do a damn thing.
Well, let's give it to somebody who knows how to review a movie. Let's get into our popcorn rating with this one. Like
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
Did
fantastic.
you like that? That
I
was
think you give yourself a
great.
lot of credit for your
Hey,
segues sometimes, but
hey, not only you, but the fans are impressed.
I give you A for effort every time.
Thank you. What is your popcorn rating Speak No
It's
Evil.
a small bag, absolutely.
Right. 100%.
Uh,
I mean, come on.
yeah, yeah. I think the only saving grace of keeping it from giving me a bag or giving it a bag of kernels is uh, just that
A
Luis is
bag
a
of kernels.
badass, man. Listen,
Really, this movie would have gotten a bag of kernels?
I really did not like this movie. I think it was too long to
Mm-hmm.
get to kind of the part where it needed to. I appreciate that towards the end, it didn't have like this supernatural kind of part that it seems to have in a lot of these
Yeah.
movies where
Yeah.
somebody gets a hit or gets a wallop and they're just like and then they're down but then they get back up again. So no, if someone gets hit, it hurts, man. Like when Patty gets cut with the box cutter, he's down. It hurts. When he
Yeah,
gets
he's down.
sprayed with that chemical, he's down. It hurts. When
Mm-hmm.
everyone else gets hit, they're down. It hurts. I appreciate that there's that at least a level of realism in that part. Not to say that the whole situation is, but you know what I mean. Like
I
when
100% agree with you.
when
Yeah,
when
they're
you
not.
throw a
Yeah.
punch, it hurts. It hurts to throw a punch. You know, like
Sure.
somebody. The only things there I have some gripes about is that there's some only things. There's plenty where Patty's going through the house and he has the gun. There's a few times where him and Louise, I believe, they shoot their guns pretty close to their heads inside, gun next to their face kind of thing, and they shoot the guns, and it's just like they're just unaffected by the loud bang inside this house here. It's like your gun's like right here, but you just let off four. You're telling me that you're not like, oh, geez, there's a ringing in my ear here,
I
but
know this scene you're talking about where she pushes that nightstand or whatever against the door. He just reaches in and the gun's in his face. Like
yeah,
I've shot guns in my life. I'm sure. I mean, like you go
yeah.
like if you're
Um,
not used to it.
I liked that there's when the Dalton family locks themselves inside the house that they're kind of quickly trying to come up with a plan. And Ben's thing is, I'll create this cocktail with Patty's high proof liquor, and I'll try to light the farmhouse on fire. And so certainly somebody will see that. And it's like, all right, well that's an idea. Is it a good one? No, not really. And then I think it's great actually when he tries to execute it and how poorly it's executed. Where he tries to throw the bottle, it doesn't break, and it just rolls off the roof and hits the car instead.
Right. Yeah. Again, that shows that he's incompetent. But you said something I found interesting. It's either a small bag of kernels. So there's a no bag for you in between then. Like it's either a small or a bag of
Oh
kernels.
yeah. So there was the point when, or the part when Patty and Ben were hunting, and I think they gave away a lot with this. One, when Ben is unable to shoot the fox, which I think is very telling for the character, right? He has him in the sights, unable to pull the trigger. Kind of sets the tone for, well, what was already in the movie and to the rest of the movie that he's maybe has an idea or knows what to do, but just never can pull the trigger. So I like that. Where his wife pulls the trigger, thank God.
Hmm.
Um, where Patty says that he says it's okay. Sometimes I like just the hunt. And it's like, oh, that's another revealing thing. Is that
Hmm.
Patty is just okay? So that's really where I thought like, okay, this guy's gonna be clearly is a killer. Clearly he loves just kind of hunting, kind of getting to this part, and even in the part when Ben are trying to leave and his family are trying to leave for the second time, and there's the flat tire, and there's the Hoppy on the roof. I feel like Patty is toying with him. There's these
Oh,
high
obvious,
tension
obviously.
moments. It's like, and it goes back to that part where he's like, "I have you in the crosshairs," kind of a thing, and really is just toying. But when they started to do the yelling, like, "Oh, you just gotta let that out," Wah! Go on top of the hill and just scream. That's when I was just like, "Holy cow, dude! This." It was already going downhill for me, and then this part happened, and I was just like, "What are you doing? Why is this any? Why do we
It's
need to see this kind of a thing again?"
it's the battle cry, bud.
Yeah, again, I think a scene like that would have had carried more weight
Hmm.
if the whole part of this movie was Patty and Kiara trying to really separate Ben from Louise, really trying to take that weakness that they found in their marriage, that Ben has this resentment that their marriage is not strong, that it's very broken right now, and to really try to dig that apart. And I think that would have been a better angle to see. I think that you're right, that Ben being weak this entire movie, but then finally finding his strength, and his strength is to not necessarily stand up to Louise, but like lash out at her because he blames her for like the pain that he has caused for something like that. And I think that would have been a better angle for this movie rather than it being what we got instead. I don't know if I would have liked it more or less or just about the same if it were to go with that angle, but I feel like a lot of those scenes, like in the cooking thing, or this yelling on the top of the hill, would have made more sense. It would have gave Ben more purpose rather than him really not learning anything at the end, rather than just that his ideas are bad. Let me just hide in the closet here and wait for Mike to come around the corner with a shotgun here, and then I'll hit him with a hammer. And
What his wife does.
yeah, exactly. And only to get
Yeah.
overpowered by Mike, and then have his wife come in and finish the job. Uh, so yeah, and in that part too, you could still have Louise really championing and coming through, saving Agnes, and realizing that, oh well, this husband who I thought was somebody else is, yeah, betrayed me,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe, I don't know, confirm that her thoughts that she shouldn't have to change herself for anyone. There's a deeper message in there. I feel like this movie just missed a few things, and I would have rather liked to see a different movie. I don't know.
Well,
Um,
I was
but
kind of showing my hand though because you're giving this a small that or a no bag, dude. I mean, like it's not a small, it's not a bag of kernels, it's a no bag. You're never gonna watch this movie again. This movie's
oh
bad.
yeah, then you know what?
You know what I
I
mean?
keep on forgetting about the no bag.
No bag is there, right? Where we just do not give this a bag of popcorn, right? We do not give it. We don't like it. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? It's not as bad as
I
it's
gotta
not
pull up
as
the
bad
rating
as a burn.
system again here.
I told you, bag of kernels is the classics, right? Meg 2,
Yep. Yeah.
Songbird, Halloween Ends. Like those are the bag of kernel classics. This movie's better than Halloween
Yeah,
Ends
here we
or
go.
Meg
No
2.
popcorn. Yep, do not see this film. Not a film that has anything good about it to do whatsoever. We suffered through it, so you don't have to. Yeah, you know what? This fits into a no bag, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. This is a no bag. Never gonna watch again. Never gonna remember it. Don't care. Maybe it'll come up in the Movie Guys Awards next year. But other than that, like, we're not gonna care.
Listen, I enjoy James McAvoy. I really do. The other actors in this movie, Mackenzie Davis, who played his wife Louise, was in a lot of stuff. She was in like Blade Runner. She was in Terminator.
Hmm.
She was in a lot of movies. And I know that everyone else kind of had their own parts too. Scoot is this guy's name who played Ben, who's in a lot of other stuff. He usually plays kind of your typical kind of resistant straight man, like he was in like Argo, I think, right? Um,
He
12 Years a
looks like his
Slave.
name is Scoot.
Exactly.
He looks like his name is Scoot.
And the director of this one, James Watkin, doesn't really have a large body of work. I think more notably, people would know him from The Woman in Black with Daniel Radcliffe,
Okay.
which I enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean, the movie's not made poorly. It's just, you know, main dude's a bitch,
Yeah, it's just
and
I think
it's
it's just
just
kind of a weak script. I feel like
yeah.
they took a long time to tell a simple story.
It took a very long time. That's why I said in the beginning of the review, if this was in the 1950s, this movie would be a box office hit. Like nobody would have saw this coming. What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Not Clint. John Wayne is the bad guy. What? You know what I mean?
Well, then you can also excuse the technology of it as well too. Again, I feel like when everyone has kind of cell phones and they go out to this remote kind of a country type of thing, There's there's a, there's always like that throwaway line excuse like, oh, we don't get any reception out here, kind of a thing,
Hmm.
and it's just like, well, I don't know. I feel like there's something that's there because
Mm.
England's not that big of an area. It's like I feel like your Tesla got there just fine and it was showing maps on. Anyway, whatever.
Hey,
Like,
we're iPhone users, and if you're not in an area, you can still use SOS,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I
Right.
feel like that excuse is becoming more common in these types of movies,
Hmm.
and I'm getting kind of over it.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because this movie's getting a no bag from me and you. Not into it, not interested. You didn't do anything. So we're rambling. That's our review of Speak No Evil. I'm disappointed in myself. The trailer looked interesting. James McAvoy is not a bad actor, so I thought maybe he could have fun with the role. He did. He did have fun. I could feel that James McAvoy was this guy on set. You know, I could see James McAvoy just drinking a 12 pack of beer every night, having a great time. It seems like that kind of set for him.
Oh yeah,
But other than that, the movie's weak. Characters are weak. I just wish the movie was different. So, with that though, we are done with this review of Speak No Evil. Eric, thanks so much for joining me, and we'll be back next Thursday for another awesome episode. Have a good night. Eric, you ready? Rank these Simpson episodes without knowing what comes next. Are you excited for this?
I am. I'm also nervous.
Okay.
I think the best way to go about this is just first reaction, first
Yep.
pick,
Yep.
hit it and move.
Yep. Okay. So, this is the rules. This are episodes within the first 10 seasons. Okay.
Gotcha.
First one, I just wrote them down, no particular order. Eric, rank these Simpson episodes without knowing what comes next. Homer's Enemy.
Oh, geez.
Oh, we're going Frank Grimes
Is
territory.
that say that
bud.
Frank Grimes, dude?
That's Frank Grimes, bud.
Oh man, dude, that's
Oh,
definitely
right off the bat.
that's definitely one of the best ones. Oh man, 3. I'm leaving room
100%. Okay.
for more.
All right. So Homer's Enemy is okay.
You've been to space? You've never been?
You have lobsters for dinner. All right.
I live above a bowling alley, beneath another bowling alley.
And then another this one's great. Lisa the vegetarian.
Oh,
It's just a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good.
okay. Oh, that one's got to be number 2.
Are you, dude? You got 8 more.
Listen, like this is
Don't
gonna
go nuts.
I get it, but this is going to be like my issue here is that I'm going to live in regret as soon as this list is complete. But like the Lisa vegetarian episode is, I think, is so good. It really
it's
is
good. It really is good. But you got some other ones in here, and
But
I'll
there's
give
so
you.
many there. Okay, because I laugh at that one as a kid and still to this day. Like the
Yeah.
parts, and I could quote it all day. Like when Homer says, "If I could just say a few words, I'd be a better speaker," and nobody laughs except for Bart. Like, oh my god! Or BYOBB.
Yeah.
The extra B is for, or no, BBBQ. The extra B is for BYOBB. What's that extra B for?
Come on now, you're quoting it, but I will give you a hint. The first episode ever is not on this list. So Simpsons Roast and Open Fire is not on this list if you're thinking to hold the goat up. I mean, so are you still gonna go with 2?
Fine.
You got a lot in here.
Yeah, I do. But then I 4.
Okay.
Then that one's
4.
it's definitely it's up there.
Okay.
I hope you're leaving me some room and giving me some maybe some sour ones here. So
Mind my spelling, people, if I spell things wrong. Is that how you spell it? I don't care. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so that one's gone, and that one. Okay, all right. Flaming Moe's.
Oh man. I'll go 8 on that one.
Really? Aerosmith? Was that the first big celebrity guest?
It was, they had Red Hot Chili Peppers on there, and I remember Mo saying just like, telling them to hey guys, when you say what I got to give, I want to put it in you. Could you say what I really want to do is love and kiss you, or hug and kiss you? Like, hey, that sounds a lot better.
Hey, that's fine. I mean, like, there were so many episodes of The Simpsons. This is just here. This is your list, right? But okay, all right.
Listen. I love all of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's again, give it to me. I'm just going first result, and then I'm just gonna live in my regret after this list.
This one's obscure, so I picked this one from a list, multiple lists of top 10s, right? And I went back and watched it when I got home from work today. I was like, is it really that good to make the list? And I watched it, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Homer Badman. If you are trying to remember, that's when the Simpsons go to a candy convention, and Homer wants to eat the gummy Vinco de Gallo.
Yeah.
And it got stuck on the babysitter's butt, and she thought he was trying to grab her. And all he wanted was a gummy.
Sweet. Yeah, it was Venus de Milo.
Venus de Milo, not Gilo. Oh, I'm from Swanton. But yeah, Venus de Milo. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, I do.
That's actually a legit one.
Where that one was really good. Where they cut the interview, and you can see the clock in the background, just
right, and then
minutes to hours.
And then they make fun of like late night TV where they have like wash up celebrity actors playing, or like Homer Simpson's being played by somebody.
Yeah.
And he's like,
where Marge fills up her jacket with candy too.
Candy all the way, yeah.
Yeah. I'll do number 9 on that one.
I figured you were going to do that one. So now it's going to get bad. Okay, that was my easy one. Okay, so we got 6 left. I mean,
you came in pretty hot with the 3, man. Like those were some really good ones.
Okay, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
All right. Marge versus the monorail.
Oh.
Monorail. Say it again. Monorail.
5.
Are you serious? Really? I call the big one Bitey. Are you serious?
Listen, yeah, because I'll give you a few reasons why. Is because I love the episode. I love obviously Conan's contribution to that episode as well too. We all love the musical, but in the rewatches, I remember because they would play it in syndication on like UPN. And so after school or after dinner, I think is when I had always programmed it internally to like, okay, 6:00 p.m. Simpsons, and then sometimes you get a full hour on like some other days. And in syndication, they would play certain episodes over and over again, and it definitely never seemed like Monorail was in that rotation.
Okay, so you didn't see a lot of it. Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see it until really. I had a friend who recorded it on a VHS. So whenever we go over to his place, we could watch old tapes of Simpsons. Or again, later on when internet came about and I could watch clips of it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, also, here's another hint since we're now in the top 5.
Don't make me feel bad about this order here.
No, you're going to feel bad because we're in the top 5 now. And I will give you another hint. There is no Treehouse of Horror specials.
All right, well, good. Thank you for telling me that, because I probably would have those at number 1 or 2. Yeah,
that would make it easy. All right, here we go. Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Say hello to the Plow King.
Yeah, that one's really good. Do I want to put that one at 2? Yeah, I said it. Number 2.
Okay, Mr. Plow. For number 2. Okay, you ready? You and I talked about this one a few times. Bart versus Australia.
Oh, man, I should have put that one at number 2.
We call those hog-swammers, whatever they said.
Chazwazzers.
We call those Chazwazzers.
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
Ah, you played knifey spoony
That's
before.
that's a spoon.
Now you have three more after this one. Where are you thinking that Bart versus Australia lands?
Man, I could
I-
quote that one a lot. And going based off of that, as how quotable, and I've already missed 3 of them. I'll put that one at, damn it, Jordan,
I know
6.
6. Wow.
Yeah, I don't you wow me. I have a feeling the number one is you're gonna say like, I don't know, one of those Flanders heavy episodes.
I have
Like,
no Flanders episodes in this.
What? You don't have like a go ahead, continue on.
No. I mean, like there's some good ones. So like this is just the top 10. This is like round 1. You know, I'm sure later down the road we'll do it again. Right? It'll be other ones. This is just this time.
Okay.
You know, because I wanted to make this hard. Cape Fear. Sideshow Bob doing the Cape Fear, the where Sideshow Bob escapes, and he's killing him on a houseboat. And hey, let's go through that. What do they say?
Any
Hey, let's go
final
through that
request?
cactus field.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's not. That doesn't say Die Bart Die. That's German for the Bart. The.
That's a good one too. I'll put that one at 10 because I do love Sideshow Bob. Not my favorite Sideshow Bob episode.
Okay.
The one where he runs for mayor is absolutely my favorite.
Okay. That's how they spell fear in the episode. All right. This one's my favorite. This one's my favorite episode. So you got 2 left. So choose wisely. Homer's Phobia.
Okay. Refresh.
That is where they try to sell Marge's old whiskey bottle that looks like a Civil War figurine, and Homer becomes friends with this John Waters type and doesn't know that he's gay.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes and he
Hot
and he
stuff coming through.
get it, you know, and then he thinks Bart's turning gay, so he takes him in front of a billboard sign with Laramie cigarettes, and the end of the episode ends with Homer fighting reindeer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too. I'll put that one at 7.
Okay.
I'll roll the dice here.
Okay. All right. Homer's Phobia. Oh. So
What's my number 1 here?
the number 1 for Eric is Who Shot Mr.
Yes.
Burns?
Okay, perfect.
Part 1.